Hello again, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday afternoon edition of the NBA on coaching staffs, Clark, have certainly grown since your time in the league. Do you think that can lead to too many voices in the locker room?
I really don't think that's an issue, Kevin, because no matter how many coaches you have, typically they are all in sync, and the head coach has usually put his staff together, and therefore they're moving in the same direction.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point. And it's the Heat with the ball. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Pass to Highsmith. Lays it up off the glass.
Oh, great job moving the rock by Hero. Not a ball stopper. Tyler is a team player.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago, and we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Edwards finds Randle. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Here's Gobert and Adebayo. With the block, denied. Here's Butler, and the layup's good off the glass.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player.
And Adebayo sends it back.
And got to be careful shooting around Adebayo. An athletic big man who gets up as fast as anybody to block shots.
Will it go? Jimmy Butler with the rebound.
Tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
Tries the spin move. It's stolen by Edwards. That shot off. Great D that time from Adebayo. For Miami, they've gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Miami again turning it over. With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
Their long-range shooting last year was nothing short of spectacular. I mean, they were absolutely unconscious from the three-point line.
For Minnesota, they've gone a paltry 0 of 6 from the field here in what's been a very difficult start for them. Edwards passes to McDaniels. Stolen by Hero. And now here's Rozier, the fast break chance. Here's Adebayo. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Miami?
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they played with right from the get-go. I mean, they've been deadly in transition, too.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Mark, if you had one word to describe Mike Conley, what would it be?
Reliable, steadfast, dependable. Now, I know that's three, but I wanted to give you three different words I could use to describe him. Only 2 seasons in his whole career has he not played at least 50 games. That speaks to durability and professionalism.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Edwards looking it over. That 3 off the mark.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Butler. And it's blocked by Conley. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Edwards. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Miami no good on that time either. And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
Yeah, and when you think about it, there was some really sloppy basketball being played by them, and they recognized that had they played a cleaner game, they could have gotten the win.
And some changes here for the Heat. Kevin Love comes in for Bam Adebayo. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Terry Rozier. Timberwolves also changing it up. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for McDaniels. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. By himself. And Reed throws it down.
Good transition hustle that time by Reed. Got back as quick as he could.
DiVincenzo against Richardson. Pass to Love. There's the triple. Good on the three-point shot.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here. He looked to me to be a bit sluggish.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. 11 points for him in that last game against Toronto.
And rolling with such quickness. There's just no way to keep Randall from scoring that.
And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Richardson against DiVincenzo. Love with the screen for Burks. And he dunks it down.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
And Minnesota has possession after the Heat pick up 2. Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. Nailed from three-point land.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
Now here's Richardson. Still scoreless. And the three ball is good. Love's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Heat.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Pass to Ingles. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. DiVincenzo passes to Alexander-Walker. Drops in the tray.
There's the unselfishness you like to see in a guard. DiVincenzo keeping his eyes up and his options open.
And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Lets it go from deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Miami Heat bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've been playing some... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Naz Reid out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Here's Conley driving to the basket. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Hero. DiVincenzo. That's short off the rim.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Timberwolves trail by 12. Pass to Reid. Conley surveying the D. Back to Reid. Lets it go with a three. Hits the three-point bomb. Reid's got 5 points so far.
Off-ball preparation paying off for Reid. He was just waiting for that pass.
When Naz Reid is out there, Clark, spacing the floor is a real asset for him.
For sure, and, you know, he really puts a lot of pressure on the defense because he can score from anywhere on the floor, and he's got great size and strength. And he does the little things, too. I mean, you look at his points and rebounds, but this guy gets deflections. He goes after loose balls. He gets you extra possessions on the glass. He steps in and takes – I mean, he does all the little and big things.
And what can't Adebayo do? I mean, gets the tough rebounds, scores the tough baskets, and then makes the right pass.
Conley kicks to Reid. Gobert with a screen for DiVincenzo. And it's Alexander-Walker in the corner. Pass to Reid. From deep. It's hauled in by the Heat. Rozier into the lane. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside, Hero. The shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Conley finds DiVincenzo. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Ware. Comes up empty down low. Timberwolves trail by 12. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple, but I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
He certainly, DA, is a two-way threat. Butler, he's checked in for the Heat. Here's McDaniels. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
Outside, Robinson. Pass to Adebayo. It's stolen by Gobert. Reid with a screen on Robinson. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Clark, obviously, this is a results league for head coaches. And we're always going to see lots of changes at that position.
I think you're exactly right. I don't necessarily agree with it all the time. I would like to see owners and general managers and decision makers be a little more patient, give coaches a little more runway. But we know it's a results-oriented league, and oftentimes the reality is that it's easier to change one coach than it is perhaps to change a handful of players on a roster that's not performing.
And down in the corners, Butler can be dangerous. He's pretty comfortable with that shot.
Gobert with a screen on Butler. For three, Edwards. Brooks pulls it in. The Heat leading by 13. It's stolen by Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. Now McDaniels. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. McDaniels got 4 points in the quarter.
Basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniels.
Richardson outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Timberwolves trail by 11. Clark, in terms of young superstars, it doesn't get much better than Anthony Edwards.
Amen to that, partner. Every franchise wants a franchise player. Minnesota, I think, hit the jackpot drafting Edwards first overall back in 2021. Last year, we saw Ant-Man take it to another level, making his first of what I think will be many All-NBA teams.
And Miami making a change here. Love's checked in.
Tell you what, Conley may not be in his prime from an age standpoint, but I tell you, he is still tremendous as a floor leader, general, and he's a stabilizing presence on this team. Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
It's Richardson on the wing, covered by Conley. Butler kicks to Richardson. And Love has it in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Butler. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Ingles dishes to Edwards. Back to Ingles. Conley the pass to Edwards. Ingles with the screen for Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the lead.
Yeah, really left them no choice there. He had the foul and keep him from diverting the easy bucket.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. No good on the second free throw. Here's Butler. Can't get it to fall.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
The Timberwolves made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. Free throw drops for Ingles. And so it's Miami with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello, folks. This has been a display of what we often talk about on this show. Unselfish ball movement usually leads to better shot.
All right, fellas. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Kevin Love with a strong contribution so far in this one.
But really, the numbers aren't gaudy. They don't stick out, but his energy and impact does.
Yep, and you know what? He does the dirty work for him. That grit and grind type of work. Always hustling all the time.
And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Tyler Hero. David, what's the news there?
Guys, I was able to speak with the head athletic trainer for the Heat about his status. And this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. But he's already back in the game. Pretty tough guy, Kevin.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
The guard set is Rozier and Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Butler. And it's Highsmith in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards?